Now let's go to the Jubilee House. Professor Mensah Bonsu has become the 5th female member of Ghana's Supreme Court. The director of the Lagos Center for International Affairs and Diplomacy, as well as the president of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, was sworn in today by President Akufo-Addo to sit on the Apex Court. Her addition brings to 17 the current membership of the Superior Court. President Akufo-Addo describes her as a highly qualified person with unblemished record. He's optimistic her 39 years of experience will help entrench the rule of law. Elton Brobe is our presidential affairs correspondent. He's joining me from the Jubilee House with more. Elton, you may have to unmute your audio because I see your lips moving, but I cannot hear you. And whilst Elton is at that, Professor Mensah Bonsu worked as a member of the United Nations high-level panel on peace operations and is also recently a member of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the Ayawaso West Wuogon parliamentary by-election violence, among other several global portfolios, and she's been pledging to abide by the dictates of the Constitution. Elton, tell us what more can you report from there?
Yes, Gifty. So I was saying that some few minutes ago, the number went up to 18 because Emmanuel Johnny Kolendi, a private legal practitioner, was also sworn into office as a member of the Ghana Supreme Court. Now, for him, it's interesting because he comes on the job of one of few individuals who've been appointed directly from the bar. And he has a fantastic history with the president because he started his law practice at the president's chambers, Akufo-Addo and Prempeh, before going ahead to set up his own private firm. So for President Akufo-Addo, his appointment to the Apex Court of the Republic gives him so much satisfaction because somebody he nurtured has grown to now occupy a seat in Ghana's Supreme Court. For Professor Mensah Bonsu, I mean, the CV speaks for itself. She's not new to this. She's been described by the president as somebody with an outstanding reputation in criminal law. Remember that when President Kufuor was in power between 2001 and 2008, he was a member of Ghana's National Reconciliation Commission. And quite recently, when the Ayawaso parliamentary by-election recorded some disturbances, he was among those who were appointed by the president to investigate the circumstances and make recommendations. So he's been involved in and out of this. But for President Akufo-Addo, appointing people from diverse backgrounds would enrich the country's jurisprudence. And for him, going forward, he is optimistic that they will discharge their duties without fear or favor or without recourse to their political, religious, or ethnic affiliation. So the program is over. Ghana Supreme Court has 18 membership now. We told that by the end of this year, 4 more will retire, which will bring the number back to 14. But for now, we have 18 membership. With
what they've been saying to President Akufo-Addo, Mr. Yoni Kolende himself and Professor Mensah Bonsu.
So for Professor Mensah Bonsu, she sounded more biblical. She said that 40 years ago, when she got married, her husband told her that he was never going to stand in her way. And that has brought her this far from a law lecturer to sitting on international bodies like the OAU, the formerly Organization of African Unity, to the UN, where he served on a high panel, Secretary General's juries on peace operations, also the Lockerbie bombing, which Libya was blamed for bringing that particular aeroplane. He was among Ghana's representatives that investigated this particular matter. Even in Ghana, before her appointment to the Superior Court, a position she is still holding on to. Hopefully in the days to come, she may have to give that one up. She's currently the director of the Lagos Center for International Affairs and Diplomacy, and the president of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. So quite an outstanding CV, something that President Akufo-Addo is counting on. That regardless of who appointed you, you must have an independence of mind and then discharge your duties without reference to anybody or your affiliation to any object or anything in the country. Johnny Kolendi, the private legal practitioner, says that he's very much aware of the political underpinnings that be some of these appointments, but he will work to ensure that the rule of law stands supreme in all matters that come before them.
Elton, thank you very much. Elton Brobe is presidential affairs correspondent. He joins us live via Zoom from the presidency. Now,